Good morning, guys. It's Kai from Galilee Heights Homestead, and this is part 2 of Chicken Coop Security. When we left off last time, I think I was just getting the insulators put on. I didn't have any wire on yet. But I got the wire all in, and everything's strung around the perimeter. I'll give you a look at it, kind of explain what's going on. So let's start at the beginning, the insulator part. So we've got the insulators there, and panned out here. The wire runs along the insulators. That's giving me a perimeter. Here's where I mounted the control module. The ground bar, that's driven into the ground. We've got a ground wire going up to our ground terminal. We come all the way around. We're the same distance apart all the way around. We come around and we stop at our other insulators and our tensioners. These tensioners tension up. Let's see if I can get it to, there we go. You want to keep those tight. You don't want them sagging into the ground, because they'll ground out and the fence will be ineffective. So that's kind of that. I don't have the door protected, so what I think I'm going to do on the door is I'm going to leave that. It's pretty tight around the door. I am going to fill in around where the dirt is missing with some stone, but I think I'm going to put, I don't know, like a dusk to dawn light right here on a motion sensor. So if anything does come around, and they figure out that there's no protection around the door, this light will turn on and hopefully scare them away. But I'll be right back with you, and I'll explain what we're going to do in the next step. All right, I'm back. Let's talk about what we're going to do next. Next is we've got to get power to this thing. And I thought about it a little bit, and you can unplug and plug it in. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on an illuminated switch. So this is a 120 volt rated, 10 amps illuminated switch, so that we can turn this thing on and off without going and unplugging it. The light will be able to give a visual cue that this thing is on, so if somebody approaches and they need to get into the coop, say, they know it's on and they don't get shocked, so they can just turn it off for a little bit, turn it back on when they're done. That's the key, is turning it back on when they're done. But yeah, illuminated switch. We have a weather tight outlet box where I'll be installing this right underneath. We'll get into that, I'll show you. And let's see, standard 15 amp outlet. I'm going to isolate the two sockets from each other, which means one will be hot all the time for plugging in equipment, a saw or whatever I need out here, and the other one will be the switch side, so that'll run on its own, independent, on and off with the switch, so that we don't affect the other one. What do we got? This is called a in-service outlet cover. Basically, it's a weather-tight cover that will cover the outlet and keep it dry when devices are plugged into it. Keeps it wet. This is a code thing. I am not a licensed electrician. I'm doing wiring on my home. I do it for a living, however. But if you're going to do it at home and you don't live where homeowners are permitted to do this, I strongly recommend you getting a licensed electrician to take care of this for you. Because if there's some unknown things, and fire is a big thing. You don't want your coop catching on fire. You don't want your house catching on fire. I'm just going to leave it at that. And then we just have some tools of the trade. Side cutters, diagonal cutters. our screws again. Tape measure, razor knife, wire cutters, terminal crimpers, all my electrical goody components in here. One thing I do want to recommend is shutting the power off. So yeah, I haven't shut the power off to the Coop yet. Nothing's running right now that I've got the lights off, so I'm gonna go shut that breaker off, and then we'll get in close and I'll kind of show you what I'm doing here. Hopefully this will help you in the future if you wanna put up a security fence. But I will be right back. Alright, I'm back. What I'm going to do is I'm going to mark out where to put this guy. This is the outlet box with an offset nipple. That offset nipple is going to get us out away from the wall, so we got good clearance on everything. So that looks pretty good right there. I'm going to go ahead and mark that hole up. All I'm doing is tracing out where this hole is so I can hit it with my hole saw. I'll get it all opened up and I'll be right back. I picked this switch because it is a 1/2 inch MPT sized hole, so that I can use the same hole saw that I made the hole for the box with. Just a little thinking ahead. So with these hole saws, you get a little slug of material that you cut out stuck in them. You don't want to be the guy on the job site that leaves it that way. So the next guy gets it, and then he's got to get it out of there. It's kind of a... So I left it for myself. Thanks, Kai. In there too. Got it. All right. Put it on this side, kind of the, let's say, the drier. save your life. If you have a fault, it's going to cause your breaker to trip. It's going to dissipate any shorts, which means hot wire to neutral faults, water intrusion. This is not a GFCI, but the breaker will trip typically with an overload condition, full ground overload condition. It's going to cause your breaker to trip, so you want that. It's very, very important part of the circuit. I guess I need one more wire to bring back for my hot, so I got to strip out some more wire. I'll be right back. Just an industrial technician, but I do like everything to line up and be straight and look good. It does. It's secure. It's not going anywhere. So workmanship and craftsmanship is a big part of what you do in the professional world, I would say. I am thinking about doing some chicken coop automation after this batch goes outside. I have what's called a PLC, and that controls, it's a little computer that controls things that you want to make happen. Things turn on and off, lights turn on and off, actuators open and close. So I'm thinking about, and I don't know, you guys can tell me if you want to see this, where I control the heat and the light and the temperature inside the coop by open and closing the window automatically based on temperature, cycling on and off a light based on temperature, possibly opening and closing the coop door to the run at a specific time in the evening so that the chickens are safe. I'm talking my hen chickens. I don't know if the meat birds are going to want to go in there. We'll see. It's my first time raising meat birds, so if that's something you guys want to see, put a comment in. Let me know if you want to see that. I'm really interested in doing it. I love doing it. You know, I might even do it, but if that's something you want to see, let me know. All right, so we are looking at, we knew that this one that was stripped was what? That was the non-switched leg. And we have a 3. Actually, that's a 3 from the incoming. So here's 1, here's 1. There's 3, which is ground. I'm going to land that right away. When I ran that over, the wire that I used had a bare ground in it. Gardner Bender wire nut. We're going to wrap that right around tight until it cannot be taken off. And we're going to set that in the back of the box. Alright. So now we need, let's see, here's one from the incoming, 2 from the incoming. So here's our 2 coming from above. We're going to tie that in with our incoming neutral. Twist that tight and give them a pull. They should not pull apart. Yeah, that is a proper wire nut connection. Alright, I'm going to separate these ones here. Now this is the reason I come into this box and didn't just go through it. Just in and out inside the coop. I left it open and spliced right here so that I could add on things and not have to cut in to the circuit. Woo! Felt like I got a shock there, but I don't know. I thought I turned the circuit off. You better check. Alright, I'm back. Turns out it was hot, and that's a big reason why you should always double check with a meter or try to turn the circuit on. But yeah, that sucker was hot and it got me, and I don't recommend doing that. We'll continue on. Trying to get this last connector on. Snaps right on there. Well, that's that, guys. I'll bring it back and I'll show you the operation of it and make sure we get the right spade terminal on there so we don't have any problems, cross short problems or grounding problems. And yeah, we'll bring it back to that. Until then, you guys stay safe. Give us a like if you like this video. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see some cool stuff. And we'll see you later.